Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an essential skill for modern web designers, making your Wix Studio sites look amazing on every device, using responsive design tools like docking, margins, and padding. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know not just how to use these settings, but why each one matters, so your sites look clean, comfortable, and professional, whether viewed on a phone, tablet, or desktop. Let's get started with the concept of docking. In Wix Studio, docking is basically telling an element, hey, I want you to stick right here, no matter what happens to the screen size. Docking locks your element's position, either to the left, right, top, bottom, or smack in the center of its container. For example, let's say you have a call to action button and you dock it to the right edge with a 20-pixel margin. No matter if someone visits your site from their laptop or their phone, that button will reliably hug the right side, always sitting 20 pixels away from the edge. This is especially handy for things that need to be easy to find, like contact buttons or your site's navigation. If you want parts of your page to float effortlessly even as the screen shrinks or expands, docking is your best friend. Picture your navigation docked to the top right. It stays put even when the browser width changes, creating a consistent experience for visitors. Now, let's talk about margins. If docking tells an element where to stick inside its box, margins decide how much breathing room it gets around its edges. Margins are the gaps between an element and everything else, whether that's another element or the side of your section. Wix Studio lets you set fixed margins using pixels, which is great if you want precise control, or relative margins using percentages, so the gap scales up or down with the screen. For example, you might give an image a left and right margin of 5%. On a wide desktop, that space is generous. On a mobile screen, it gets tighter, letting your content stay readable without feeling squished. Adjusting margins for each device helps avoid cramped designs. Think of it like rearranging the furniture in your living room depending on how many guests you're expecting. Next up is padding, and here's where the details count. Padding is all about the space inside an element's boundary. It's how you make sure your text, images, or buttons don't crash up against the edge of their box. For instance, a button with 12 pixels of top and bottom padding and 24 pixels on the sides instantly looks more inviting. It's readable, comfortable to tap on, and feels balanced, especially when you keep padding consistent across different breakpoints. If you picture your button like a sandwich, padding is the filling that makes sure each bite, or tap, feels satisfying rather than rushed. Like margins, you can use fixed or relative values depending on whether you want a set look or something that adapts fluidly. So how do you bring all these tools together for true responsive design in Wix Studio? Here's the flow experience designers use. First, dock your elements based on their roles. Logos are usually docked left to anchor your brand. Navigation goes right for easy access, and headlines are centered to grab attention. Once everything's anchored, start layering in your margins to control the space between elements. This keeps your layout balanced and ensures nothing feels too packed or isolated as the width changes. Next, add padding inside containers and sections. This is crucial for preventing text or buttons from feeling like they're squished up against a wall. Padding is your insurance against awkward layouts. Now, the real magic happens when you switch to tablet and mobile views. This part might take a few moments, and a little trial and error is totally normal. Double-check your docking, margins, and padding for each device. Sometimes margins that look spacious on desktop are way too tight on mobile, so don't hesitate to dial them back. If elements feel crowded, consider stacking them vertically to use space more efficiently. You're aiming for a site that feels comfortable no matter the screen, and these tweaks are what separate an okay design from a truly professional one. Thanks for following along as we broke down the keys to responsive design in Wix Studio. If you found this tutorial helpful, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or challenges. I'm here to help, and don't forget to subscribe for more hands-on design tutorials. See you in the next video.